Hey guys, welcome back to another Twin Chic video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys an update on my journey with Smile Direct. I got these a couple weeks ago, so I've been on my journey for the last couple weeks. So I just want to share with you guys what's been going on and what to expect when you're on this journey with Smile Direct. Basically, if you watch the first video, I'll get into details how I went about starting with them and as far as getting my impressions made and whatnot. They give you this big old purple box, and basically they're going to give you a few things that have like a filing, nail file, and like this, I guess it's like on your mouth if you have a hard time getting them in and off and on or whatnot. And then they also give you, this is so sweet, I like this, they also give you 4 whitening pens. So I got that. And then they give you instructions on what you need to do while you're on this journey. So I thought that was really nice, and definitely it came with this, a little booklet. And then they give you like this little lip gloss. It's like chapstick. I say chapstick. I don't even have this. It's not like vanilla, but it's like a little round ball, and you can use that. I don't really care for. I haven't really tested it out yet, but I'll see how it goes, and I'll let y'all know. Okay, so let's get to the good part. This is the part I've been waiting for a while to share with you guys. Everybody's treatment is going to be different. My treatment is going to last me about 26 weeks. And what they did was pretty much gave me all of my treatments in one box. So I don't have to keep waiting and ordering them, which I thought was a good idea. And it keeps you on track as well. My treatments consist of, let me get the numbers right, 13 different little packages. And basically they're going to be number 1 to 13. These are the first ones I already wore. So what you have to do is, for your first pair of Invisaligns, you got to wear them for 2 weeks. So, like I said, my treatment's for 26 weeks. If you times 13 by 2, that's 26 weeks. I got to wear each one of those treatments for 2 weeks. I did my first one, and it says 1 to 13. I did my first one already. And basically, when I show you guys how I put them in and out, because I'm on my second week right now. But when I did my first week, I did the regular, put the ones up. It'll say upper one for the upper teeth, and then lower one for your bottom teeth. So I make sure you brush your teeth, floss, do all the other good stuff, and then put them in your mouth. But before I put them in my mouth, I'm OCD. So what I wanted to do was basically take a cup of hot water with bleach and regular soap detergent. And I got that really nice and, soapy and nice and warm or whatever. And I soaked them for a good couple of minutes because I wanted to make sure everything was still nice and clean. I didn't know who hands were on these. I just wanted to make sure they're nice and clean. And then after I got done brushing my teeth and everything, I put them in my mouth. I'm not going to lie to you guys, that first week was hard for me because it's squeezing your teeth together to make your teeth move. And if you guys, I know I went to orthodontic school to be an orthodontist assistant. If you know anything about teeth, especially your molars, they're big bones, so it's not that easy for them to move. So it's going to take weeks at a time for every single tooth to move in place like it's supposed to be. So that first day for me was hard because it's like someone pulling at your teeth to squeezing them together, and it's like I couldn't take it, but I knew this is what I wanted, and I just had to deal with this. So first day was rough, but the second day got a little bit easier. You do not eat with them in. You can only drink water, clear liquids, that's it. No Sprites, no sodas, and nothing like that while you have them in your mouth. Like I said, I'm on my second week right now, and it got easier. Every time I would start a new treatment, it was hard for the first couple of days because, like I said, it's moving and positioning your teeth. And, it's making that move and shift and whatnot to get to a better looking smile you want. So my thing was, I just got to deal with it. But that first couple of days, I was like, okay, I'm going to deal with it. I would take them out. You got to really wear them up to 24 hours. And it's hard because I work in a call center. So it's hard to talk with them in my mouth. And I'm like, okay, people ain't going to understand me. So I was just like, I'm going to have to do what I got to do. So it was fine. As I kept practicing with them and talking with them, I felt comfortable and made it easier. It wasn't to the point you couldn't understand anything that came out my mouth. But I made it work. But like I said, I'm on my second treatment. So let me just show you guys how I go about putting them in my mouth every day. Like I said, you pretty much got to wear them every day. Try to wear them up to 24 hours. If you can't wear them 24 hours, wear them for the most part. It's like I keep them in faithfully all night. And then I go ahead while I'm at work, I try to keep them in pretty much in all day. So I really try my best to keep them in. And I would say, I probably say maybe I keep them in a total of, out of the 24 hours, maybe 17 to 18 hours. I really try to keep them in. But sometimes when I do go through moments where I'm like, I'm about to take them out of my mouth, and I take them out for a few hours, or an hour or so, or 30 minutes, especially when I get ready to eat. And I'm like, I just need a break. I need a break. So I'll say maybe a good 18 to 19 hours. So that's not bad out of 24 hours. Okay, you guys, let me show you how I put them in. And it's not comfortable the first time you put them in. It's not going to feel too great. I always like to do my upper ones, because those are the upper ones that I really want to get to start to close. Because like I said, I have an open bite. And I'll zoom in for you guys when I edit this video and you'll be able to see. But I have an open bite when I used to suck my finger, and I didn't stop. I started at 5 and I continued all the way up until 11ish. So that's why I have an open bite. And it's not closed properly, and it's starting to weaken the back of my molars, and that's why I was like, it started making my bones weak. That's why I was like, I have to get Invisalign. I have to do something this year about it. So basically, I got my upper ones. Like I said, it's going to tell you, you probably can't even see it because I've been wearing these for a little over about a week now. It'll say upper one, so these go up. I always like to start by putting my 2 front teeth in first, and then working my thumbs in the back to press everything and align and everything together, making sure everything is nice and tight and snug. So let me go ahead and put them in. Hot. And you are allowed to bite down to make sure they fit properly. But I always push my front ones in to make sure it's in properly, and then I work my thumbs all the way in the back to make sure all the ones in the molars in the back are getting fitted properly. And then I put the bottom ones in, and I do the same thing for the bottom, the front, and then work my thumb back. And I bite down, not too hard, because the first time you don't want to do that because it hurts a little bit. I bite down a little bit to make sure I'm comfortable, and my bite is nice. It's not feeling like, oh, they're about to come out, or they're on my gums and it's stabbing me. It's tight. It's not too bad, but I just got to deal with it because I've had them in pretty much all day, but I just took a break. And like I said, it feels funny because it's like, it's plastic in your mouth, it's pulling on your teeth, it's snug, and it's making sure every time you put the new treatment in, it's making all your teeth align one step closer to get into the next step for a perfect smile. And once again, I have to wear these up until 26 weeks. My treatment will be done by August, that first week in August. And I'll show you guys from the beginning to the end, and you know, how I came to a nice smile, the one I wanted, and just go from there. But overall, I'm glad I did it. They're not too expensive. And let me take them out because I sound so funny. And the way I take them out, hopefully I can take them out properly, is by taking my thumb, and I'll go underneath the plastic Invisalign from the back and work my way to the front so they lift up. And that's a little bit easier because, like I said, this is only my second treatment, and I had these in for like a week. The top ones, I ain't got no nails. This is going to be hard. Like I said, I ain't got no nails on. Like I said, I didn't pay too much. If you guys watched the first video when I got these and I did my impressions, just to do the impressions alone were $35 because I waited until Black Friday. But this is the catcher. This is what I did. I went to orthodontist around my way to make sure I was a candidate to get the Invisalign because I didn't want to pay a whole lot of money. They were going for like $5,000 and up. I was like, I'm not paying it. So I went to make sure, because I seen Smile Direct online. I'm like, okay, they're cheaper. I said, okay, let me see. And I went to an orthodontist to see if I was a candidate, and I am. And then I went and called. I waited till Black Friday came up because originally they were like 55 or 50 to do the impression kit. So I waited till Black Friday. It was like 35. I was like, cool, just in case if they say I'm not a candidate, I didn't spend too much money. It's not a waste of my time and a waste of my money. So that's the first step I did when you guys watched the first video. Second step, they have their own, and I'm sorry I keep doing it because like my teeth feel so weird. They have the doctors that do all the measurements and everything, a real orthodontist that do your measurement, and they look at your mold when you mail it back to them, and to create your smile to make sure it's going to line properly how you want your smile to look. So they did all that. All that cost about $250, and then from there my payments are only $80 a month compared to paying nearly $250, $80. I was like, that's a steal. I can't beat that. And then on top of that, you guys, I'm only wearing these Invisaligns up until August. That's 6 months. What's 6 months? I can do 6 months. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful that they finally came out with something easier, way better, because I didn't want the metals and all. And credit goes out to you guys that can do braces with metals and that don't have a choice and that do want them instead of Invisalign, because I couldn't do that because I'm constantly always brushing my teeth and flossing, and that would constantly get on my nerves. So I'm glad I didn't do the metal. Plus they cost too much, and like I said, I'd rather pay $80 than having to pay $2 something or more. I'm not doing that. But overall, I'm happy I did this, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me on my journey from a crooked smile to a better smile. And definitely, make your comments below if you have any questions. Ask questions, and I'll definitely get back with you guys to let you know, how my progress is going. And if you have any other concerns, just leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And thank you so much for watching and supporting Twin Chic. Bye.